funds for them to buy properties. And guess what? I just saw a call. So I thought this is a student who is calling me. Could be the guy has already graduated, gotten a job, and was asking, where can I get this property? That means every contact you get, even in your own church, keep those contacts well. Those who are looking for jobs, yeah, and you meet somebody like Morris, you know, try to know him. You never know. This guy, another 10 years, could be the next multi-billionaire, and that contact can be a big prospect for your services or your products. Wow, these are the leads. Leads are also called prospects. Yeah. Or they're also called sales contacts. Prospects or sales contact. Very, very important. The other time I said, people buy people. So ensure that unapalilia these sales contact. Leads could also be person to person, or could be business to business. So a lead could be a person. A lead could be Josephine. You say, Josephine is my lead. Or it could be a business. So is it a person or a business? Because a business can buy, a person can also buy. I think we have very good understanding. Let's now go straight. Nagilai, are the 4 now on board?
Yes, I can see they are back.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay. So our apologies for those who came late. I am sure that they are now on the platform as we discuss these leads. And before we lost them, I was talking about that leads or prospects becomes buyers, and buyers provide profits. That's what I said earlier, and I gave a story about it. Let's see how we can be able to generate leads for our businesses, leads for what we do, leads in our career. I'll share with you 5 areas, big areas, then I'll break down these particular areas. And one of the areas is that, remember, the world is made up of 7 billion people. Kenya is made up of 43 million people. So all these people cannot be your prospects. All these people cannot be your leads. So number 1, it's important for you to identify your target audience. Identify your target audience. I love eagles. Eagles are very interesting. You know, when I was a young boy, I was being mandated by my mother to take care of chicken, because where I come from, there were so many furious eagles. And every time a chicken had chicks, these eagles were coming and picking the chicks. So I was wondering, these hawks, how come they cannot pick the mother? The mother is safe, they only come for the chicks. And I was mandated to take care of that. But even after looking at these chicks and my eyes were wide open to check, I could see this hawk, this eagle, come with speed. And this eagle does not pick 2 chicks, only 1. Hey, man, I was wondering, what a target. That means it is able to target from a distance exactly what is the meat, the target. And for us, we must also be able to target out of the 7 billion people. All of them cannot be your customers. You have to be like that eagle, like that hawk. You target 1, pick it up, convert it to be your customer. Wow, very interesting. And that's why later on we'll be talking about the customer's relationship. Yeah. Identify your target audience. Not everybody who can be your audience. So don't just throw everything there. If you're doing targeting, maybe online marketing, target the people that you think they can come to your hotel. Those who are doing a hotel business. Who are these people that can be your usual customers? Very interesting. Number 2, pick your promotion method wisely. Pick your mouthpiece wisely. What mouthpiece do you use? What's your promotion method? And then promotion method will be determined by your target audience. If you have a product targeting students, You cannot have a promotional strategy that is off the students. If your target is teenagers, you must be able to do promotions, advertising that is relevant to the teenagers. You know, now lately I have been checking what my daughter watch on a laptop. And there's a certain program, I think it's called Roblox or something, you know, and this particular program, it is able to target a certain age that my daughter is always there in that particular program. My elder son has no business with that program, but there's a way they even put their avatars, you know, to be appealing to the children. And the same with us in marketing. What are we putting in there that if you are selling properties, people who are able to buy that particular promotion goes to them? Number 3, create a sales funnel. Create a sales funnel. It's like a river flowing. A funnel means, you know, the way the funnel looks like, at the top is wider, the middle is slimmer, bottom is thin. That is called, it's called a funnel. That you are able to target very many people at the top. Some of them will reject you. Some of them won't be interested in your services. Some of them will be able to go up to the end. And that's why we say that the business conversion sometimes ranges between 10 and 15%. That means if you talk to 100 people to come to your restaurant, maybe only 15%, only 15 of them will come to your restaurant. And maybe there are some who will come and then they leave without eating anything. But the industry statistic, they say the best conversion is 10 to 15%. So always fill up your funnel. There's one of the mentees who asked me, I have been sending applications to certain media houses and they don't take me. My advice is increase your funnel. List all the media houses. Apply those media houses. Who knows? Maybe the conversion will come in one of those media houses. Create a sales panel. Collect contacts. Yeah. Keep picking those contacts. Yeah. We happen to run a few restaurants in, a few restaurants in this city of Nairobi. And one of the ways we pick and enlarge our funnel is asking people to pay by credit cards or by M-Pesa. And every time they pay by M-Pesa, you pick the contact. By the end of the day, you tell them, thank you for your patronage. We look forward to hosting you. Why? We are stabilizing our funnel that these guys can come back tomorrow. Let me tell you a secret. Customers requires massage. Customers requires good service. Customers need to be recognized. And since we are all in sales, we want to boost our sales. We must learn the technique, the strategies of massaging these customers. Number 4, use emails or newsletter to build up relationships. Use email or newsletter to build up relationships. This is what we do at Optiven. Every contact that we have, once in a month, we send a newsletter, just a quick update on what Optiven Group is doing. Those who are running several businesses, do you have some highlights that you update your customers in a database on what you are doing? Why? These are similar customers that will give you referrals, and referrals are easily converted. These are the same customers. And this one has worked. And I'm so happy that there are some platforms that we can use for free. There are some platforms that maybe will ask maybe Favor or Basike to share with us, that you can be able to key in your data and you can use them for free. Some of them is Mailchimp. I think up to 2,000 people, they don't charge anything. Those who are in the startup, those who are in the hotel businesses, you can use these free platforms to ensure that you are in touch with your customers. Can you imagine a database of 2,000 and you are able to update them maybe every twice a month. I can tell you, you create that relationship. The same thing with Mentorship, they have got templates. So even if you are not an ICT expert, you can be able to use these templates to make sure that you are updating these particular customers. And I'm happy that I have seen in the forum, our head of digital media. Maybe one of these 5 days will also teach us on how we can use this. And then finally, number 5, leverage on social media. Wow. Leverage on social media. I can see Favor Obaska has shared a certain link, and I like it. Maybe this is a link we need to check at some point. Number 5, leverage on social media to connect and engage. Not only to connect, but also engage. Leverage on social media. You know, we are living in a platform whereby 1/3 of global population, they are on social media. You as a salesperson, as a marketer, how can you take advantage of this particular tool? How is your Facebook, for example? You know, the other day, I was looking at my own Facebook, and I asked Kenagilai, can you change this so that it's more appealing? And maybe going forward, you need to check on your Facebook, what is there on your page? Is it appealing? Does it make people keep checking on your Facebook? Leverage on social media. Look at your Twitter profile. Yeah. Look at the photo that you have posted there. Is it a good photo that can generate some attraction to the potential customer that you have? Look at your LinkedIn. How is your profile? When is the last time it was updated? Yeah. Sometimes I look at people's LinkedIn. Unaona, the last updated in 2018. Hata hajaangalia. So we need to keep checking these platforms. How is your website? Those who have got websites, yeah, is it responsive? Is it frequently updated? How is it? And I'm so happy that we have some people here in this particular class that they are experts in websites. Maybe you can be able to ask some of them, can you critique our website? Once they critique, they know where you can improve. How is your Pinterest? How is it? And all these are platforms that are available in this era, and we are very, very thankful. Okay, very interesting. And allow me to share with you a few other areas that you can be able to mine, to harvest, to dig these leads, these prospects. One of the best areas that I urge everyone to practice is marketing planning. How do you plan finding your ideal customer? How do you find your desired customer? How do you share your messages? Yeah. And customers are looking for more ways to make their lives easier. Customers are looking for Josephine to make their lives easier. Customers have no business of buying any product. They have no business of buying any service. Customers are looking for convenience. So in your marketing planning, are you offering convenience? Yeah. Like for us at Option, we say, we provide settlement for Kenyan people. We make people settle. We make families settle. No customer who wants a plot. No. You need to tweak it that you are able to convert that particular lead, that particular prospect to money. How do you do that? You must agree to do research all the time. Do research about your customers, what they are looking for, what are their pain points. Do a very good research as you do your marketing survey. Yeah, you must research to identify that target market. Once you identify it, I can guarantee you, money will come ringing, money will come knocking at your door. Wow. So you have to make that decision. How do you stand out? Yeah. How do you stand out? Decide on how you want to stand out from the others. Remember, we are in the field of many service providers. How do you stand out? You can incorporate that in your marketing planning. Number 2, how do you design your marketing materials? This is something else very interesting. How do you design your marketing materials? And are they ready? We are in the era of pandemic. People don't want to touch stuff. Do you have your marketing materials on digital platform? Is your business card digital? You know, And these are things you can be able to do. Make your a business card shareable digitally, because people are no longer picking physical business cards. How are your brochures? Are they available digitally? Very interesting. What about handouts? Are they available digitally? Very interesting. Create those marketing materials digitally. And I can tell you, you can be able to share with people and they'll come from you. Number 3, get out there and promote your business. Get out there and promote yourself. Go out there, promote yourself with no shame. Talk about yourself. This is not pride. Just tell people what you do. And this is what I do wherever I go. Even if I go to a new church, I tell people, my name is George Washiri. I settle Kenyans. And we provide services to our Kenyan people to ensure that every Kenyan person have got a home. Go out there and promote yourself, promote your business. They say success does not come on a silver platter. You have to work smart. You have to work hard. You have to tell people how, what you do and why you do it. Build up those relationships. Yeah. Once you do that, relationship breeds referrals. Referrals breed sure business. Sure business means you smile because there's money in the pocket. Wow. Number 4, write down your elevator speech. Yeah. Write down your 2 minutes, 1 minute, 60 seconds elevator pitch. How do you introduce yourself? I would like to test this. Maybe I'll ask anybody who wants to pitch to us elevator pitch, just to raise the digital hand, and I'll give you a chance. You do a 30 seconds intro. They call it elevator pitch. Let me see the first digital hand. Remember, visibility brings credibility. Credibility brings profitability. Let's meet the first one. Okay, here you are. A Favor, go ahead. Favor, unmute yourself and give your elevator pitch. Asante sana, Favor.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, my name is Favor Obasike, and I am the CEO and founder of Work and Play Entertainment. You can always find us on Google if you just type in Work and Play Entertainment. And what we do is that we help online websites gain more traction with organic traffic using branding, development strategies, and advertising SEO plans.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Favor. Thank you, Favor. And just as an addition, as you do that elevator pitch, always mention your name twice. You know, as you concluded, you say, once again, my name is Favor Obasike. Why? When you repeat something twice, it sticks in people's mind. So as you do elevator pitch, you start with your name, what you do, why people should trust you, and then you end up your name once more. So you mention your name twice. And wherever you go, be it in forums, be it in conferences, and you are given a chance to ask a question, never ask a question without mentioning your 2 names and what you do and why people should trust you. Very important. And you can be able to practice elevator pitch so that you are able to generate more leads. You can generate more referrals. So thank you, Favor Obasike. Who else want to test the elevator pitch? Josephine Kemani, unmute yourself and do a test. Unmute yourself, Josephine. Let's go. Wanga hiyo Kadunde. Yes, go.
Good afternoon. My name is Josephine Kemani, CEO of Wafi City Supplies. My name again is Josephine Kemani. What we do, we offer solutions on tenderpreneurship. You look for products, we offer you the solution. You could be looking for materials for sale. You could be looking for staff uniforms, for staff cards, for branding, and anything that you would want us to supply you. Once again, we will offer you the solution and we'll drop it at your doorstep at your convenient time. Once again, my name is Josephine Kimani. Thank you.
Hey, fantastic. Well done. The diction is good. The amazing. Yeah, that's very convincing, and people can remember that you'll serve them to their doorsteps. They don't want to move from their houses. Very encouraging. Morris, give it a trial. Maurice Boro. Unmute yourself, Maurice.
My name is Maurice Boro. I am an agripreneur. I farm capsicums and other horticultural products, and you should buy my products because we do it to the best of the quality, and make sure that you get the best products. Once again, my name is Maurice Boro.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Maurice. Agripreneur. Maybe you need to retweak it that you take care of people's health, by providing organic produce, so that people want to know, because nowadays people are scared of items that are sprayed by some chemicals. You can tweak it, and I can tell you, I'm sure the hoteliers are listening. I can see Simiu. Simiu is not able to talk, but is able to listen, and he's asking, can I type it here? Yes. Simiu, type it. We shall read it. Simiu, type it. Brand Simiu, type it. We shall be able to read it. Yes, you can. I saw another hand. Somewhere. Nagilai, who was that?
Samuel Mwinamo.
Samuel Mwinamo, give it a test. Give it a trial. Elevator pitch. Give it, Samuel.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Samuel Mwinamo Asena. I'm the founder and MD of Optimize Institute. At Optimize Institute, we help individuals and organizations optimize or make the most of all the resources at their disposal through our training, coaching, and consulting services in the area of optimization. So once again, my name is Samuel Mwinamo Asena from Optimize Institute. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Mwinamo. Maybe for all of us, something else that we need to add is, if you want to get in touch with me, my number is 0716-605-410. You can give your contact. You never know. You never know. You can be able to share your contact. Somebody could be recording, and then you never know. So, Nagila, you want to read what Brand Simiu has written?
He has not yet written, so I think once he is done, I will let you know, then I can read.
Fantastic. He must be writing. Let's hear this lady. Give it a shot. This lady called Shelagat. Shelagat, unmute yourself. Shelagat, unmute yourself. They say practice makes permanent. Okay. You Shelagat. There you are.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
My name is Chelangat Tuikong Yusla. I recently graduated from Southeastern University, and currently I'm doing my internship at environmental health consultancy.
Shelagat, are you there, or you have hanged? Okay, I think the net disappeared, and I hope she's hearing. You can fine-tune it to say that you are a consultant.
Oh, sorry, I think I
really.
lost my connection.
Go
Were
ahead
you
again.
hearing me?
Take two.
Okay. My name is Yusla Chelangat. I graduated from Southeastern Kenya University, done environmental health and safety consultancy firm, which is based at Yaya Center. Again, my name is Yusla Chelangat.
Fantastic. I can see elevator pitch is coming in well. The last one, before I go to the next, is Please Govin. Give it a shot. Please unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself. Okay, I think not able to unmute himself. Okay, fantastic. Very interesting. Okay, this is how to generate leads. I was in number what? I was in number 6. You want to try? Go ahead. Nagirai, I can see you as printed. You can give it a trial. Please, let's mute ourselves unless you're talking. Nagirai, unmute yourself.
Okay, I've muted the person who was speaking. And yes, Chris has written, not Chris, Brian. Brian Simiu has written. He says, my name is Brian Simiu. I am a software engineer who helps business connect with their customers. That is, businesses connect with their customers through websites and apps. Once again, I am Brian Simiu.
Okay, thank you, Brian. Well done. Well done. Well done. That's a good elevator pitch. We can all mute now to avoid any noises. Thank you very much. And these are ways of generating prospects, ways of
Mr. George, you can unmute.
There you are. There you are. There you
Thank
are.
you.
I can see Wamboy has also put something there. Thank you, Wamboy. Very interesting. And we are discussing various strategies on how we can be able to pick these leads, these prospects. You can be able to do direct emails. Direct emails is a known strategy that it is still workable today. But remember, don't spam people. There are people who buy data and they send so many emails, you can easily annoy people. So selling is a relationship. Send emails to the people you know. One time I had a friend who picked data from unknown sources. And this person sent about 20,000 emails. So part of these emails was a very, very senior guy in one of the telecom in Kenya. And this guy forwarded this email to the legal counsel to sue this guy and this guy to say where he got the data from. You know, it was a very bad case. So don't just pick data and send to people you have no relationship. So ensure there is a relationship. You know the person, because there's something called data protection. You can be put into task to explain where you got the data from. So we must be careful even as we market, okay? And of course, use plots, inserts, teardrops, and this is very good for people doing hotels. You know, if your restaurant is in a common area, in a mall, you can use teardrops to tell people, hey, I am here. It's like a whistle that you register your presence. And teardrops is very, very used, especially for people who want to target people in common areas like malls. Okay. You can also use past customers to get leads, the past customers. What do you do that? You can do free samples. Yeah. You can call them for tasting. I think you have done this before. Boozy tasting. You just call them to come and taste the delicacies of your restaurant. Free samples, you know, people like Obasike who are doing social media. You can do, maybe you say, I'm offering the first 5 free websites for the first 5 people to subscribe. As they subscribe, you might get maybe 200 people, and then you pick 5. What happens? You already have 95 new leads, 95 new prospects. So you can be able to do that. The other thing we can also do as marketers is basically the traditional way of advertising. Yeah. Advertising is part of marketing, telling people that you exist. If you have additional resources, you can do radio, you can do billboards, like what Optiven is doing, you can do targeted publications, you can be able to do inserts in the magazines, and all these are strategies of generating leads. Some of them are very expensive, some are not very expensive. And of course, I have seen this in the US. Yeah, in the US, when they have a property, they put a very nice poster on sidewalks, a very small poster, house on sale, and then the number. I haven't seen this in Kenya, but maybe that's a strategy that Kenyan people like Morris, we can use. Wakati watu wanaenda kienda Mudhurwa, you pin something there that agripreneur is here supporting your health system. You know, your number there. Who knows? They might call you and then you sell them all these scam. Very interesting strategies. But of course, I've seen a few people doing roundabouts, you know, and think it works for Kenya. And I think Nagilai will stop at that particular point to allow people to ask questions. And then after that, we are able to conclude our session this particular afternoon. And I'm so happy that people are picking up well, and we can only grow ourselves. We can only grow our businesses. So Nagilai, facilitate the Q&A session.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Thank you. This is great. And as people prepare to share their questions, I would like to give Ann Kawa this opportunity to do an elevator pitch as the rest. You can type your questions or you can just raise your hand, then I can give you an opportunity to ask your question. I can already see one hand, Maurice Mburu. So Ann Kawa, can you go?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ann Kawa, CEO of AAK Vintage Sportswear. We offer quality, classy, and unique fitness wears for both ladies and gentlemen. Oh, sorry, I've forgotten the rest. Oh, the other bit is why pay more when you can pay less for genuine brands? We also offer free fitness advice and image consultancy. Once again, my name is Ann Kawa, CEO of AAK Vintage Sportswear.
Wow, fantastic. Well done. Well done. Practice makes permanent. Oh, wherever you go, Ann Kawa. That's a good pitch, elevator pitch. Asante sana. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Maurice, you have a question. The rest, anybody else with a question, you can raise your hand. Then I can just identify you. You unmute, then you ask your question. So Maurice, you can unmute and go.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Very well.
Yes.
Okay. First and foremost, I'd like to give thanks to Mr. Oshiri, Mr. George Oshiri. In the first session, a book was donated to me, and I can tell you guys, I got it. It was signed for me. I read it, and it was very nice. Now I have my mother reading it. I gave it a very good recommendation to her, and you can imagine she doesn't read books, but she does now. So I'd really love to give thanks to you, Mr. George Ashuri, and to everybody in this group. I'd like to recommend it to you. Secondly, I would like to also to thank you for the ambush, for the elevator pitch. I was not really prepared, but that really shows you that you have to be on toes anytime you can be selected to do something impromptu. So that really has gotten me on my toes. Now on to my question. My question was, does it get easier with time? Sourcing of clients, does it really get easier with time? Because I understand as you go on, you also want to achieve more. Does it feel easier, or you still have to keep on pushing and keep on developing your strategies? Yes, that's my question.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, Maurice. Very interesting. Thank you for referral to my book. Very interesting. And Modern is asking, how can I get the book? I'm sure Nagila will be able to advise. And thank you for recommending the book. It's a very interesting book. And of course, you said earlier that all the money from this book we donated to Optiven Foundation. And we thank God that the book has been moving. Thank you, Maurice, for that referral. Does it get easier? That's what Maurice is asking. Does it get easier getting these leads, getting these customers? I would say yes. as you continue practicing, looking for these referrals, crafting these particular strategies, at some point it becomes easier. A good example, for example, today, Optiven used to call for events and very few people that would come. Today, we call for an event and a lot of people attend. Today, Safaricom launches a product, and the product is picked by millions. Remember, when Safaricom came to Kenya, there was Airtel, and Airtel was bigger. But now it's so easy for Safaricom to launch any product or any service. So it gets easier as you go on. But for Morris and the others, for it to get easier, we must build up relationships. Relationship building is very important. Do people trust you? Because a brand takes years to build. A brand can take a tweet to break it. One tweet can break the brand. So even as we work, even as we deliver proper things to people, even as we do agribusiness, trust is very important. And if you want to test as a marketer, whether people are really on your side, you can conduct what I say, the customer satisfaction survey. Nowadays, you can get this survey online. Ask customers 2 or 3 questions. I remember yesterday, we were in GMC, and we met all our suppliers at GMC Fun Place in Kitengela. And we did a survey asking them, are you happy with our payment? Are you happy with the services we provide? So you are able to get the gist of the matter. And that way, you can tell whether you have a good foundation. Number 2, for you to get it easier, always ask for referrals. Referrals conversion is almost 95%. Don't shy away. If you supply somebody something, ask them, can you refer me to somebody else? If brands in you generate a website for somebody, ask that particular person, give me 3 more contacts. Number 3, you can make those referrals, you reward the referrer, the person referring, you can develop a reward program for these people. That reward program generates better relationships. It generates better relationships. And then number 4, for you to get it easier, check what you can sponsor in the communities. Sponsor a local project. Sponsor a local, maybe community project. That way, you are able to tap the people to your side. And then finally, I urge all of you, join a professional organization. If you're in agribusiness, there are so many organizations in agriculture. If you are in a hotel industry, join this professional organization. Once you do that, I can tell you, life of marketing, it will become easier and easier. Back to Nagilai.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. That is well answered, well tackled. We have another hand. There is Yusula Chelagat. There is another hand. So that is a question. Then there is a question by Brian Simiu. He had asked earlier on, and it was on social media. He said, on social media, is it a must? Is it a must you sponsor a post for it to generate a lead? I've been doing normal posts for 4 years now, but I've only generated 3 leads. So I believe that is on Facebook or that is on social media.
Okay, thank you, Brian. I would say that if you have resources, you can sponsor to get more people. But this is what I was using even before I had the money to sponsor for the products. I used to wake up at 3 a.m. and I post something that is very encouraging, something to inspire people, to encourage people. Something so good that when you read it, you just feel like sharing, because the society is full of hopelessness. The society is looking for solace. The society is looking for somebody to comfort them. So draft a message that is so good, heart soothing, that when the people read it, they want to share. And be consistent. I remember I used to post every day at 3 a.m. By morning, by 8 a.m., you see about 50, 60, 70 comments on that particular post. Within that particular post is like a story. Maybe you can, I used to write, maybe a good example, the story I wrote, how to conquer suicide. You know, what are the causes of suicide? And of course, at the end of it, I put my link, George Washuri, entrepreneur, author, philanthropist, www.optiven.co.ke. The people who are reading, they want to know, this author, what does this author do? They go to the website. Thereby, you get leads. For Brian Simiu, I know that you are very passionate, especially for people who are physically challenged. You can start a series, you know, challenges faced by the physically or differently abled persons in Kenya. I can tell you, Morris will read it, Josephine will read it, Favor will read it, and I can tell you, some of those people who want to check this Brian Simiu, what does this guy do? That way, you are able to attract people to your reading, and they'll keep sharing. But of course, if you are enabled, you can now sponsor. Thank you, Nagelai.
Perfect. Now, there are two more questions in the next 6 minutes, then we'll be done. The first one who will go is Yusla Chelagat. Then after Yusla, maybe you can, the two of you can ask, then our mentor can respond to both. So Yusla, go.
Hello. First of all, thank you so much, our mentor. We really appreciate the time that you take to take us through this. It is not a wasted investment, and I know God will bless you. So my
Amen.
question is, where can we get the recorded clip? Because I kept losing my connection today. My connection was not really good, and I kept missing something. So I would want to go back and listen again to the recorded. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Yusla, and thank you for the positive comment. I can see Nagilai is recording. Nagilai, you want to respond where they can get it?
Yes, we are recording, and you can go to George Washuri YouTube. Actually, you can get from the first class. We've been recording all of them. Any that you may miss at George Washuri's YouTube, you can go to Optiven Limited YouTube. You can find it there. Actually, Optiven Kenya YouTube, you can find it there. And you'll have all the sessions there. Thank you, Yusla. Next, Ann Kawa.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. And so far, I've learned a lot. It has built my confidence in selling, marketing to people and customers. So just to repeat, my name is Ann Kawa. By profession, I'm a senior analyst in market research. So I call myself a market researcher. My question is that how do I pitch my research services to people? Because the nature of research services is the product is coined to the client's need. So I need to know your business questions. What are your pain points, so that I can know what can I offer to you, or what elevation pitch to give. And the second bit to my question is, because it's a B2B service, how do I overcome the gatekeepers? Because most of the time you don't easily access, let's say, the director, the CEO of the company. So how do I bypass that to reach the right people? Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Ann Kawa. Thank you, Ann Kawa. Wow, very interesting. When you're doing research, don't tell people you do research. Mm-hmm. When you're doing an elevator pitch, you can tell them, I help you on how to avoid costly mistakes. I help you how to avoid costly mistakes. many business people, they have done serious mistakes because they don't do research. They have no information prior to the business. So you can coin it that way. Or you can have a slogan saying, be better than the best through my services. Don't even mention research. Be better than best in your business. Everybody wants to be better than the best so that they don't see the research. When they hear research, they think they're going to pay. But coin it in a way that you are addressing the mistakes the business people do through your services. Only when you talk to them, you tell them, this is how I use these research tools to get information upfront, even before you launch your product, even before you launch your service. And how do you break the gatekeepers? I'll give you my personal story. One time I really wanted to meet my mentor, Dr.George Mwangi. And I tried for 3 years trying to meet this guy. And I said, wow, I think there's always a way out. I checked, where does this man go? One time I saw he had a conference at Safari Park Hotel. I said, wow, this is the place to go and meet my mentor and greet him and feel the warmth of a billionaire. Hey, man, nikanyonga kasuti vizuri na nikavaa katai kama hii, ka red tie. Nikavaa. Baada ya kuvaa red tie, I discovered when you are meeting your mentor, don't outshine the mentor. Nika change. I put another color. I remember that color, I think it was a blue tie, because I know my mentor always wears a red tie. I do not want to compete with him. Pop, I was at Safari Park, early enough, and I knew that seat that is a bit nice could be the seat for my mentor. I just went. I was not able to get row 1 because other bosses, other senior managers were there. So I was in row 5. When the man came, I really wanted to go and greet him. The security could not allow me. Thank God for the nation. The man went to the washroom. Wow, I followed there. And I waited for him to finish. And of course, I knew the time he finished, I was also prepared to be washing my hands and busy and smart at the door. The man came out. And I said, hey, Dr. How are you? My name is George Washuri. I work with Optiven, and I want to thank the bank for the support that you personally have given us. I will kindly request 2 minutes when you are free, maybe next week or next month. This is my card. Pop! I gave the card. So the man picked the card. As if it was a joke. 3 days later, the man called me. And I had a 15 minutes meeting with this man in his office with the red carpet. Maybe this is a story of another day. What I picked from that particular meeting changed Optiven. So Ankawa, go beyond the gatekeepers. If you want to meet these big fellows, time, which associations are they in? I also joined KEPSA, because in KEPSA, you meet who is who in this country. You meet all the bosses in government, the president, everybody. I joined that association. I also joined another association called BNI, Business International Network. I also met a lot of people. So Ankawa, check at those associations where these fellows go. Even if they go to play golf, register. Nunua golf sticks. Pretend you are teeing. You just go there at Kabete, and then these fellows will come. You get them there. There is always an open door. Don't lock yourself. Don't be discouraged by watchmen. I hope I'm assisting Ankawa and others. Thank you, Naglai.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect. That is well handled and right on time. I believe anybody else with a question, you can just post it on our group, because I want us to be very, very strict on time, that we be starting on time and finishing on time. It's just 2 minutes past 4, and we started like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, 4 minutes past 3, and it is already 1 hour. So I believe today we are well taught. Today we got a lot of wisdom, and with the elevator pitch, I believe each and every one of us can go and practice by themselves. Actually, you can go before a mirror and practice it. Next time, unakuja tu hapa unatuambia I want to do it, and you will give you 1 minute, and I'm very sure you'll be good to go. You can imagine timing somebody to the extent, you know, of waiting for him to go for a short call, and and you get it there. So I believe we are learning. Thank you, our mentor. We really appreciate, and this is a great day. We thank God for it. So I will also share with Yusla the link so that she can learn what we've learned today. Thank you, everyone. And right about now, this meeting is adjourned. See you next week. God bless you. We as Optiven, we value you. Asante san.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.